Welcome to the NDTV-Deakin University Scholarship 2018. As always, an overwhelming response is what we've got, and why not? We're giving out 3 scholarships. Remember, 2 undergrad and 1 postgrad is what's being given out today. So the stakes, of course, very high, and as always, the competition rather intense. Let me introduce those who are going to join us in searching and, in fact, finding all those 3 winners. Today, I'd start right. Asif Chaudhary is an HR professional, managing director with Mark Consulting. Sean Starr, assistant professor and assistant dean for international collaborations at Jindal Global Law School, and also interestingly involved with India-Australia studies here. And of course, Ravneet Pava, you're all familiar with her from Deakin University, is also joining us. So just to explain the process for our viewers, we've narrowed it down finally to 12 students today, and in the first round we're going to try and bring that down to half, and round 2 will then see these 6 competing for those 3 positions, for those 3 scholarships.
Being in the top 6, it's quite unbelievable for me. So I feel really great and excited right now, and a bit nervous too.
I'm planning to do a bachelor's in architectural studies, and since it's not a professional degree, I will go on to do master's in architectural studies, preferably in sustainability.
Well, I've done my research on Deakin University, on the course structure and a lot of other aspects of the university. And moreover, I think it's important to just be myself. So I know me, and I think that's good enough.
I would take any obstacle facing me with challenge and with a positive attitude.
Right, so let's get started right away. Our first candidate of the day, Akshat Kothari. Akshat, thanks for coming in. Tell us a bit about yourself.
My name is Akshat Kothari, and I am from Jaipur, the pink city, capital of Rajasthan. I have studied from Nirja Modi School, one of the best schools in Jaipur, and I am into entrepreneurship, and I wish to be a social entrepreneur.
Why do you think you should be chosen for the scholarship?
Ma'am, I think you need a person who represents Deakin University at a global stage and who is participating in many activities, not only one.
You intend to study Bachelor of Commerce.
Yeah.
How will that help you in the vision that you have for yourself?
Marketing will help me in marketing my idea to the people and letting them understand what I want to convey, and economics will help me to understand the consumer behavior. So I think that will benefit me, and social entrepreneurship is what I want to do. So definitely.
Great. Thanks for your time. Thanks, Akshat.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Right, so after Akshat, we move on to our second candidate of the day, Shefali Satish Derupalli. Shefali, thanks so much for coming in. You know, you talk about your vision being to create a new generation of thinkers. What is the reform that you can bring in to create these thinkers?
Well, ma'am, I think with the Indian education system in place, rote learning and confining ourselves within a textbook, within a particular box, comes as second nature to us. Mm-hmm. And I think by acquiring the skills and knowledge from an internationally reputed university, I can bring that back here and encourage people to really use their imagination.
You mentioned your intention ultimately, or your dream is to become a professor. Have you thought about the track between a Bachelor of Biological Science and your professorship?
So the route would obviously be you finish a bachelor's, and then I'd like to do a master's in my area of interest, which for now is evolutionary biology. It can obviously change in the course of the next 3 years, following which I'd have to get a PhD, and then I'd proceed to become a professor and live out my dreams.
Yeah. I think we got that.
Thanks
Thanks
very much.
Thank you for your time.
Thanks.
Right, so we've on our third candidate now. Hi. Namita, thanks for your time. You want to change our cities and urban housing. I want to ask you, why do you need to go to Australia to study and understand how and where you can change them? Why can't you do that right here?
Because here, India is a developing country, so it lacks in sustainability. So if I go there, I get a world-class exposure. I get to learn, get to interact, get hands-on experience.
If you were successful and you studied for a few years in Australia, what would you do afterwards?
So the course I'm applying for is Bachelor of Design Architecture. It's a 3-year course. Further that, I have to pursue my Master's in Urban Designing so that I can achieve my goals ahead. For example, if I take my city, Cochin, I come from South India. So there we have designated pedestrian walks. But instead of that, people still walk on roads. I don't understand why. I mean, it's a daily thing we
You
see.
have to change mindsets also.
Great.
Great. Thank you so much for your time. Right, so our next candidate for the morning, Subuk Samriddhi. Subuk, thank you for coming in.
So, can you tell us a little bit about yourself quickly?
Yeah, I'm Subuk Samriddhi. I am planning to do my bachelor's in architectural studies, and I'm very passionate about the environment and the world around us. So I will move on to do master's in architecture in preferably sustainability.
What's your view on climate change and its impact, and what do you think needs to be done?
The structures that I will hopefully create, those and the world around us, like in every little thing I can contribute, I will put together so that in the structures that are there, they are supporting the environment, that they're not against it.
Okay, Subuk, thank you so much.
Thank you very
welcome.
much.
It was a
Thank you.
pleasure.
Right, now we're meeting Prabhav Aaron. Thanks for coming in. Now, it's interesting, among your many hobbies is football, and you've played at the school level. I want to ask you, how come you're not going for the other very popular course at Deakin, which is sports management? Why commerce?
Basically, I want to pursue a career in investment banking. So, investment banking is quite not related to sports anywhere. And sports, as I'll say, it's my hobby, not my passion, basically. So, for investment banking, I need to study finance and economics, and that's why I've applied for Bachelor of Commerce. So,
How do you plan to combine, I suppose, a career that services corporate clients and a social cause that is polar opposite to that?
So basically, as we know in India, every company has to compulsory to donate 2% of their profits for the social causes, and plus being a company with a lot of capital, we can spend on the welfare of the poor people and get them educated, and basically education would help them go further in their lives. So
Thanks so much.
Thanks
for
very
coming.
much.
Right, so now we want to Sanya Singh. Sanya wants to study health sciences. What is it about the health sciences that has attracted you, and why do you believe you need to understand and contribute to the problems in health of a country like India, and you can only do that by studying in Australia?
In a country like ours that has 0.9 million deaths under 5 age, and the reasons are communicable diseases, vaccinations that are not known to them, immunization programs that they fear just because they have certain myths and superstitions. So things like public health and health promotion, basically a combination of both that Australia provides at such a tender age for me to specialize in, to get the expertise in.
What would you go about after you say finish your graduation and you come back? How would you go about doing this? Do you have a plan in mind?
Yes. So when I am done, 3 years will give me a lot of exposure, field trips, researches. I would know how to bring in Australia's ideas, Australia's innovative ideas, how Australia has such a spectacular health system, and bring it here. Here basically the policy level and the decision making level has to change. So the importance of public health and health promotion together is what India needs.
Terrific. Thank you so much for your time,
Thanks very
Sanya.
much.
Thank you. We're now moving to the next round, 1B as we like to call it, which is the postgraduate students, those looking to do their masters at Deakin University in Australia.
Hi, I'm Ria, and I'm opting for Masters of Mass Communication at Deakin University. And ultimately, I'm here today contesting between the people who have been selected throughout the country.
My name is Shraddha Sovan, and I've applied to Deakin for Masters of Communication. I know that the competition is tough and there are really good contestants with me, but I'm up for the challenge and I'm here to compete well, and I hope the best person wins.
I haven't really prepared. I've just been very intrinsic about myself, about this whole journey and what I am and what I'm capable of.
I have mentally prepared myself to face the interview with all my spirit.
First candidate now is Shraddha Sovan. Shraddha, hi.
Hi.
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
You want to do a Masters of Communication.
Yes.
You believe that India needs more people in communication?
I feel like India needs more people in communication in respects to public relations, and especially in public relations related to sustainability of environment.
So tell me, if with or without scholarship, where does your life go?
I think being here as a candidate to get a scholarship is a privilege, but with or without it, my goals would remain the same. I think in today's time, India has so many different multifaceted problems that environmental sustainability has taken a back seat, and we need to talk about it more because we don't have many years left. We are reaching a point where it is time to talk about it. So that's what.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks very much.
All right, thank you.
And our next postgraduate scholarship applicant is Ritwik, Anand, Vedantam. You say at the end of this that your message to students, to youngsters, to children will be that if you can excel, then anyone can.
Definitely.
Why?
So, at a very young age, at the age of 10, I was diagnosed with a learning disorder. And people see it as a disability, but I see this as a part of myself. I see this as a gift. Now, I always knew that I was smart out there among the bunch of the people out there. I'm not trying to be self-centric over here, but I always knew that I was capable of being as good as and as excellent as others.
You mentioned in your profile that probably because of your journey and your experiences, one of your passions and dreams is to enable and empower young Indians. How do you plan to make that happen through a degree at Deakin?
I would like to say that if I'm given a chance, what I would definitely, in terms of the pedagogy or how I would like to impact the different lives over there, I definitely believe that we require more of experiential learning, which involves their physical moments and as well as simulation sort of games when it comes to actually involving them rather than just mere classroom learning for them.
Great. Ritwik, thanks so much.
Thanks very much.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you.
Right.
Thanks, good luck.
Next participant is Ria Dhingra. Ria, hi. You want to pursue a Master of Communication.
If you're looking at gender equality and the one thing that say you want to come back and do, and you are say heading an organization, what would you do in that organization to ensure gender equality?
Ma'am, I think that first of all it's going to be the people, the human resource that is going to be employed in the organization. There will be an equitable distribution of the human resource, and moreover I will try to my organization as a part of CSR would work towards gender equality issues.
From where did you do your mass communication?
Actually, I've just completed my undergraduate studies from Guru Gobind Singh Indraprasth University. Yeah.
Great, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, our next candidate is Tejshri Randere. Tejshri, thank you for your time.
Yeah, you're looking to pursue a Master of Communication at Deakin University. I noticed in your profile that you won an award for the best video at International Women's Day. Can you tell us what that was about and how it came to be that you won that award?
So the video was basically based upon the empowerment of women. Like for example, the period problems. Whenever we go to a medical shop, always the medical person, what does he do? First, he'll give us the sanitary napkin, he'll pack it in a newspaper, then again one more newspaper, then he'll wrap it, then in a black polythene, we'll tie it with a knot, and then we'll give it back. I think that it is not only about packing the sanitary napkin, it is about the taboos that we hold with us within our society. It is like some or the other way we still hold the gender discrimination within us, and I think that this is the time to uproot these kind of things from the society.
I'm sorry, I'm coming back to his question. What was the video about? I mean, what was the video about?
The video was all about how the women has to face problem in the society. It was all based on the taboos related to women.
Okay.
Thanks very much.
Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much.
much. Thank you. This is Athira Sujata. Athira, thanks for your time. I just want to ask you, there's this great debate that rages in India every year at this time when the results come out, which is our focus on academics and how we really need to look for merit in students apart from academics and marks. Where do you sort of weigh in on this?
Okay. According to me, academics is equally important. Not just the high grades, but what knowledge in practicality the person possesses is also to be counted when we count the person's merit.
You've done an undergraduate degree in a Bachelor of Technology already. You intend to do a Master's in Engineering. Where do you want this to lead you?
I have a dream, which I haven't told many, that is, I want to make some very potential contributions back to the electrical field, something of my own. Right now, my thoughts haven't been channelized in any particular direction, but I have decided the sector of electrical field to which I would be contributing, that is the renewable energy.
Good. Okay. Thank you.
Thanks very much.
Thank you, Athira. Thanks. And our last candidate is Tavneet Rekhi. Tavneet, thanks for your time.
The campaign that we have with NDTV and Deakin is Changing Lives.
Changing 100 lives,
right?
yes.
So, what is your contribution to changing lives?
I did volunteer at a school level with an adopted school called Pustak, where I would teach students, underprivileged students. And One of my students was my batchmate in college. I mean, I'm really small right now, but that was a very proud moment in my life.
Are you working right now?
Yes, I am.
Where are you working?
I'm working with Radio Mirchi as a station producer.
How did your engineering degree help you?
While I was in college, I developed a passion for communications and media. My area of expertise in civil engineering obviously has polished my problem-solving capabilities, creation of something out of nothing.
Sure.
Great. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We need just 5 minutes to identify the same.
Let's just choose 3 from this round.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then this guy.
Great. So welcome back, and thank you all for your time and patience on this today. Just to say that 12 of you for these scholarships that we narrowed it down to, and we're just going to bring it down by half to 6 who will then compete for these scholarships.
We're going to shortlist the 6 of the 12, and the ones that get shortlisted, please step forward. The first one shortlisted is Akshat, Sanya, Tifali, and then the 4th one is Subhu. The postgrad shortlisted ones are Shraddha and Kavni. So it's good to see lots of women there. Fantastic. Congratulations.
Congratulations to you.
And thank you to the others for being a part of this. Wish you all the very best.